what have you learned while being at Berklee, and how have you grown as a musician, do you think?
There's been a lot of more academic challenges and like kind of like it's hard to explain really, but not as much playing for me. I do take private lessons. I'm learning tunes with Greg List, which is great. But a lot of, I take liberal arts here. The class I was just in was an aesthetics philosophy class.
Okay.
But we do ear training, which is where I have to listen to stuff. That's one of my favorite classes. Listen to some notes and then be able to write it down accurately on sheet music. That's one of the big takeaways. Harmony. I actually, like I mentioned, that I mostly just learned by ear. So when I got here, I didn't know how to read music or write music. I was going to say I didn't know how to read or write, but that might, I could do that. English.
No problem. You got English down.
Yeah, that's right. I think, anyways.
Yeah, so that's tough going into music school, not having the kind of the basics of Western music theory of writing notes and things like that.
Yeah.
How did you get over that when thrown into a high level music school?
Yeah, I kind of actually just before Berklee, I studied with a teacher in Floyd, Virginia, David Oakes, who taught me a little bit about reading, and I did a little bit there. So I had a little bit, just like a few months of reading the notes and writing key signatures. But yeah, it's definitely challenging. And still, I'm like, if I had learned when I was a kid, like my bandmates did, it would be a lot easier. Because still, I'm like trying to, when it gets way up above the lines on the sheet music, I'm like, E, F, G.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, no, harmony, it's cool. It's a little bit of a challenge because it's like just to intellectualize it. Because for me, it's just about the feeling and the sound, and music is just about the fun too. So it's kind of hard, honestly, to deal with the just intellectual aspect to it only, and getting, having to like, I don't know, just the grades is like just having to like work for like doing something that used to be only fun pretty much. And I don't know, right. It was pretty much only fun for me. I just, it's very specific what I do. And it's not like it's definitely like challenging, but it never felt like work before.
Right.
Obviously now I'm like playing more gigs. So it's actually more business, a little bit of that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Has some of the harmony, your knowledge of harmony and advanced like time signatures and things like that been able to seep into your playing, into your compositions that you write or anything like that?
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. Like when I think about it, like I honestly feel like that it's a little bit separate as far as the feeling of playing it and hearing it compared to like analyzing it. And I'm not the type to sit there and be like, oh, well, I can do this because this chord can replace this chord. And like, I don't like map it out like they kind of teach us how to do here at Berklee.
Right.
They're like, oh, well, yeah. So, and I'm sure I have improved, like being able to hear these harmonies and being aware of them. But I think, like, I can't say it. I feel like it has that much directly expanded my kind of writing of tunes or playing. I've learned skills, but it doesn't feel different than how it did before, how I was learning, kind of. But I think after, graduating, a lot of things that it was like, it's like a lot coming at me. And I think a lot of Berklee students feel that. It's like, whoa. I think it'll kind of like seep in over time.